This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Ray Collins, July 25th, 6 o'clock. Let's get that forecast. Now, another hot one. Here's John Scalzi.
Indeed, it is going to be a kind of a scorcher this afternoon without the rain showers, and we have a much lower than normal chance for rain showers today. Without those rain showers, we get, feels like temperatures that'll be up around 100 to 105 degrees this afternoon. So kind of a steamy afternoon with air conditioners cranking full blast, no doubt. A couple of thunderstorms down to the south around the Keys, but locally everything is very quiet. A little fair weather clouds, that's about it. Daytime high temperatures will crack the 90 mark in most locations with only a 20% chance of rain. Complete forecast in a minute.
All right, talk to you soon. Checking Suncoast traffic now. First off in Manatee County. Nothing much to report at this hour of the day. All smooth at this point. Farther south, now we'll see a couple build-ups. First off, along the Bayfront, as you travel along Mound past Marina Jack and the Sailor and Nurse statue, some slowdowns already at this hour of the day. Also 41 southbound after you get past Bee Ridge Road, also Bee Ridge as you head toward the interstate. Checking our final map, all clear in the South County at 6:01 on your Tuesday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, it may be the most dramatic day yet in the healthcare showdown on Capitol Hill. Senator John McCain will return to Washington just a week after having surgery for brain cancer.
Republicans want to get a bill going that they say will be a work in progress. ABC's Emily Rao has this preview from Washington.
Today, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's moment of truth, a much-anticipated vote on health care that is still too close to call. With a very narrow margin, only 2 votes to lose if Republicans hope to move the bill forward and actually begin debate on repealing Obamacare, there's confusion on Capitol Hill about what measure will actually come up for a vote.
We haven't even got to see the bill. Even the Republicans haven't seen the bill that's going to be put before them. So they're going to have it thrown on them tomorrow.
But sure to be an emotional moment, Senator John McCain's return to Washington. Monday night, the senator's staff announcing he'll fly back from Arizona, where he's been recovering from brain cancer surgery, to take part in the debate. Republican leadership hoping it will be the shot in the arm they need to encourage holdouts, or perhaps the added pressure from President Trump will turn the tide.
We need virtually every single vote from the Republicans. Not easy to do.
The president addressing health care twice on Monday.
You know, after 7 years of saying repeal and replace Obamacare, we have a chance to now do it. They better do it. Hopefully they'll do it.
As persistent protesters gathered at the Capitol.
We need to kill this bill.
With encouragement from Democrats like Senator Dianne Feinstein, tweeting, "We must make sure they don't succeed. Keep making calls."
There are many ways this could go today, and even with McCain coming back, it's not a sure thing that Republicans have the votes they need to move forward. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
Also happening today, Jared Kushner will face more questions about Russia, this time from a House panel. President Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor met with senators behind closed doors Monday as part of the investigation into Russian meddling into the 2016 election. Kushner also released an 11-page statement where he denied any collusion with the Russian government. Kushner said he had 4 meetings with Russians last year, but insists he discussed nothing improper.
A federal judge is allowing President Donald Trump's Commission on Election Fraud to resume collecting detailed voter information from each state. The commission asked states last month to provide publicly available data, including names, birth dates, and partial Social Security numbers. But the commission later told them to hold off until a judge ruled on a lawsuit filed by the Electronic Privacy Information Center out of Washington. A judge has now denied that group's request to block the data collection, as similar lawsuits are still pending right here in Florida, Texas, and New Hampshire.
Now a sad story causing international headlines. Baby Charlie and his family are approaching the end of their battle. The family was fighting to travel to the U.S. from Great Britain for experimental treatment. 11-month-old Charlie is on life support with a terminal condition. An American doctor flew to the U.K. to examine Charlie earlier this week, but the latest scans reveal Charlie's disease caused irreversible brain damage, and now it's too late.
Had Charlie been given the treatment sooner, he would have had the potential to be a normal, healthy little boy. We all have to live with the what-ifs, which will haunt us for the rest of our lives.
Charlie's first birthday is in just 2 weeks.
Switching gears now, it looks like the roller coaster ride at the gas pump won't be ending anytime soon. Gas prices went up in the spring. They took a nosedive last month and are now climbing once again. According to AAA, the average price for gas in Florida rose 7 cents over the past week. That's the second largest weekly increase of any state. Analysts say gas prices should go up for the second half of the summer, but will likely drop after Labor Day. And in Miami, 3 crew members were taken to the hospital yesterday after getting sick on board an American Airlines flight. The crew members reported a possible odor in the cabin of the aircraft before asking to be transported to the hospital for evaluation. An American Airlines maintenance team is currently inspecting the plane. There's still no word yet on what made those crew members sick.
A follow-up now on a sinkhole that formed in Pasco County, swallowing up 2 homes and a boat about 10 days ago. Crews are now starting to do some core drilling to assess the stability around the site in Land O'Lakes. They're looking for anomalies in the roadway to make sure it's safe to bring in heavy equipment. The goal is to have a debris removal company in place for the county in case homeowners' insurance companies don't accept responsibility to clean up the sinkhole. Officials say the sinkhole is not getting deeper, but it's getting wider as its banks continue to fall in. It's now about 235 feet wide and 50 feet deep.
Florida's Lionfish Derby continues throughout our state, and local fishermen are finding success catching those invasive species. Florida Fish and Wildlife reports more than 5,000 lionfish have been removed from Florida water since May 20th. Recreational fishermen have removed nearly 3,700 of the fish, and 1,200 pounds have been caught commercially. The person who catches the most lionfish at the end of the competition come September will be crowned the Lionfish King or Queen in St. Petersburg.
Quite a thing for your resume. 6:07 right now. The state of Florida will pay over $1 million in legal fees to attorneys who challenged a controversial state law seeking to prevent doctors from asking patients about guns at home. The Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence announced a legal fees agreement more than 5 months after a federal appeals court sided with doctors in striking down key parts of this 2011 law. The law is more commonly known as the Docs versus Glocks law. The measure included a series of restrictions on doctors and healthcare providers. Opponents say the law violated free speech rights.
Our goal was not to stop guns or make guns disappear, but if parents have guns or families have guns, let's just discuss how to properly store them so that children don't get harmed or killed.
Prior to the law being struck down, it generally sought to prevent physicians from entering information about gun ownership into medical records. The law also said doctors should refrain from asking about guns unless the information was relevant to medical care or safety.
Here in Manatee County, Lincoln Middle School in Palmetto is looking to make some drastic changes, making the transition from a public school to a charter school. Bradenton's Rowlett Academy is now entering its 4th year as a conversion charter school. According to Principal Kim Penman, their success is based on a variety of different aspects. She says Lincoln Middle School parents should do their part to make sure a charter school is suitable for their child's needs.
They're the biggest advocates for their children, and any school that you're going to send your child to is that you make sure you understand how that school operates and what their philosophies are and the commitment that it takes from teachers and parents together to educate children.
The district says they expect to have a recommendation and will be ready to vote at their August 22nd board meeting. And some recognition for USF Sarasota Manatee. The school's tutoring program has earned a seal of approval. The Learning Support Services programs are now certified by the College of Reading and Learning Association, highlighting the quality and effectiveness of the program's tutors. The school says the new certification took over a year to achieve. Just last year, the program's tutors handled almost 400 student visits.
All right, almost 6:10 now, and I felt temperatures in the 70s this past weekend when I was in North Georgia.
That sounds nice.
I felt a breeze, for heaven's sakes.
Could have canned that and brought it back.
Right? You could have brought us a gift.
Nice.
It was so foreign to me.
Yeah. We're not going to see that today, no doubt about it. Warm temperatures coming our way. We'll talk about it in a sec.
Okay, also still ahead, what happened at Benderson Park? Lock your doors. We'll tell you why.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or spread out in your spacious new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
If just getting up, you're going to be greeted by some warm, kind of humid air outside, at the surface anyway. 77-degree air temperature with a dew point pretty close to it. It's 75. So when you get the temperature and the dew point pretty close together, why you get a lot of humidity. And you have 94% right now relative humidity out there. You'll probably have to run the windshield wipers on intermittent from time to time, at least before the sun rises, to get rid of some of that moisture that'll condense, because I'm sure you'll be using the air conditioner in the car on your commute. Southeast wind at about 3 today. That southeast wind will switch to the west in the afternoon as the sea breeze begins to develop. Temperatures across the region are warm. 77 Wauchula, 78 Arcadia, 77 Mayaca, but along the coast they're warmer still. Inglewood at 80, Longboat Key at 81. Venice coming in at 79, 77 in Sarasota, Bradenton, Parish, Lakewood Ranch coming in at 78. So we have a little bit of drier air. That drier air is going to kind of work its way across central Florida and reduce our rain chances today. Reduce them actually to well below average for this time of year. A big ridge of high pressure sitting right here in Gulf waters, nosing in across the center part of the state of Florida out into the open Atlantic, and a trough of low pressure kind of located right about here at the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's going to eject out of here and allow that high pressure ridge to really take hold of our area and bring us some very quiet weather conditions over the next several days. However, at the surface, the moisture is still pretty thick. So when you combine the moisture at the surface, the humidity, etc., with the daytime heating that we're going to get, because aloft the air is dry, we'll get a lot of sunshine. There won't be as many clouds as we normally might see on a typical summer day. Certainly won't be the cooling rain showers. When you combine that sunshine with that low-level moisture, you get feels-like temperatures that are well above the air temperature, and that today will be between 100 and 105 degrees. Ouch. So the air conditioners will be running full force. There won't be a lot of rain showers to cool things off in the afternoon, and certainly for your morning commute, things will be dry as a bone. Now, this trough of low pressure located to the north stays well to our north. Little areas of low pressure will ripple along it, and the jet stream will be a little bit more active in the northern tier states where there is a threat for some severe weather up in the Dakotas, stretching over toward the Chicago region later in the day. But for us, it's all about that high pressure ridge, again providing us with some light and variable winds today, becoming onshore with that sea breeze in the afternoon, taking any showers that do form, and they will form probably earlier in the day, in the mid to early afternoon, and push them toward the other coast as we head into the later part of the afternoon. So drive time home tonight should be rain-free as well. Hot afternoon with high temperatures in the low 90s. Only a small rain chance today, about 20% or less, and more rain as we head into the weekend, but for the next several days we'll be featuring some lower than average rainfall chances. So if you're getting your roof re-roofed over the next several days, you picked a good couple of days with much lower than average rain chances. There's the dry air. The moist air indicated by these turquoise contours well to our north, and also down to the south there's a little bit more moisture there. If you look at the RPM computer model rainfall forecast, all of the rain showers will be mostly in inland areas, keeping the coast kind of quiet today. Look for about only a 20% chance of rain for a couple days in a row, and then only 30% chance carrying us through the rest of the work week. As we head into the weekend, we start to boost those rain chances, and daytime high temperatures with a little bit more rainfall will lower just a little bit. Otherwise, look for mid to lower 90s for the next couple of days. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, John. If you're heading out the door in Manatee County, you may see some slowdowns on 301 heading southbound and state roads heading towards 301. I-75 and 41 looking clear, though, as we head into Sarasota County. There are some slowdowns on Clark Road heading towards the interstate. Also, Fruitville heading towards 301, and some slowdowns at the split where 41 and 301 divide. As we head into South County, looks like there are some slowdowns heading southbound past Siesta Key, and as you head into Osprey, heading into Venice, Business 41, but no major concerns at 618 on your Tuesday morning. A warning for drivers this morning. Criminals are smashing car windows, stealing purses, and any other valuable items.
It happened 5 times on Sunday at Nathan Benderson Park. Details of these car burglaries from our Jess Dowdrick.
Parkgoers were greeted with a warning Monday morning.
2 officers pulled up in cars, and they just came over and talked to us for a minute and let us know that we had some break-ins in the area. They were smashing in windows.
Between 4 and 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, the Sarasota Sheriff's Office responded to 5 smash and grab burglaries at Nathan Benderson Park. Purses were stolen from all 5 vehicles.
It was really kind of sad that here we have this great park, and it's really in a decent area, and we're having vandalism like that in our area. It's disappointing.
There are no security cameras in the parking lots at Benderson Park, so catching the criminals could be tough. Similar break-ins happened just 6 months ago, also at Nathan Benderson Park. Those burglars, park officials say, were kids from the East Coast who drove over, made some stops, stole what they could, and headed home. It's too early to tell who the culprits are this time.
No one in custody on those burglaries.
Most often, deputies say car break-ins happen when people leave their doors unlocked or windows down.
Psychologically, I think we like to think things happen worse in the night, but actually in the daytime is, everything that happens at night crime-wise can happen in the daytime as well.
Deputies say car thieves commonly target places like parks and gyms. So next time you're leaving your car parked wherever it may be, remember, keep your windows up, doors locked, and valuables out of sight.
Rather than going to where you're going to park and moving a lot of stuff from the front seat to the back seat, try to take care of those things at home. A vehicle predator may be looking to watch people come into that parking lot, see what they're doing, and as soon as they leave, then they go right in.
Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
It's so unnerving to go exercise and wind up getting robbed while you're away from the car. No good deed goes on. But do you hide your purse in your trunk ever? Or back? Yeah?
I try and hide it somewhere where my windows are tinted, so under a seat or something like that, just to be sure.
Yeah, out of
Never
sight.
Yes, out of sight.
Right. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, the latest on the legal battle between actor Johnny Depp and his former managers.
We'll tell you what they're now claiming about Depp's spending habits after this.
The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio charmed us all and crippled the competition. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
You studied hard, went to college, and achieved your dream, but it turned into a financial nightmare. If you have federal student loans and you'd like to reduce your payments, get more time, or have your loans completely eliminated, then we have good news. With one call to Student Loan Relief Services, you can find support and guidance. We've already helped thousands of people, and we can help you too. If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans, you can qualify for payment extensions, payment reductions, or you may qualify to have your federal student loan completely forgiven. Call Student Loan Relief Services now to find out about your options. Take control of your finances and get out from under this burden. One of our student loan experts has the answers to your questions and great solutions to ease your financial burden. We're here for you. Call Student Loan Relief Services now.
Call 800-759-0203, 800-759-0203.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Alfa Romeo got a lot right with the Giulia, but the handling alone is sufficient reason to get one. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
One of our loyal viewers, Bill Watrous of Sarasota, sent us this beautiful shot of sunset off Bradenton Beach while he was vacationing, a little staycation for a Bill Watrous.
Isn't that nice that we can have staycations here? We just drive down the road and you can stay at some other place and it'd still be just as beautiful.
It's like you're away. And there's how to send us pictures or send us little notes, feedback, whatever. Each one of us have individual Facebook pages, so we'd love to get your feedback as well as your pictures as well.
Yeah, you could be featured right here on Good Morning Suncoast.
All right, 6:24 right now on your Tuesday morning.
Johnny Depp and his former managers are locked in an angry legal struggle.
That includes allegations that the actor can't stop spending massive amounts of money. ABC's Candace Gibson has details.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Johnny Depp, most famous, of course, for playing the pirate Jack Sparrow, is accusing his former business managers of trying to publicly shame him.
Not sure I deserve that.
Depp says their claims, inserted as background facts in a court filing of his alleged psychological issues and compulsive spending disorder, now splashed across the headlines, should be stricken from the proceedings. He's calling the company's claims an attempt to publicly vilify Mr. Depp and, according to newly obtained court documents from the Daily Mail, gratuitously attack Mr. Depp's character and to try this case in the press. All claims his former management company denied. It's another turn in the ongoing legal battle after Depp sued his ex-money managers for more than $25 million earlier in the year. And coming up at 7 o'clock, Amy Roback with all the latest details. With your GMA First Look, I'm Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, we carry flowers that signify why we want to end the disease. And we walk so that one day there will be a white flower for Alzheimer's first survivor. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
The enamel on my teeth was weakening. The whiteness wasn't there as much. My teeth didn't look as healthy as others. My dentist said that Pronamel would help protect my teeth. Pronamel is giving me the confidence to know that I'm doing the right thing. So it's nice to know that it was as simple as that.
It's time to pick a used car.
I really don't want to get ripped off.
Just start at Carfax.
Yeah, show me the Carfax.
Get the most accurate price based on a car's history.
Look at all the great deals.
Start your used car search at the all-new Carfax.com.
I like Oreo. Chocolate Extreme. I love mint Oreo.
This Thursday, July 27th, is Miracle Treat Day at participating DQ locations. Buy a Blizzard treat and $1 or more will go to support your local Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye, and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation.
1-800-813-0109.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC 7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC 7 and these sponsors.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, a man is recovering after being attacked by an alligator in Port Charlotte. We'll tell you why authorities say he was swimming in a retention pond when the attack happened.
Plus, a flurry of smash and grab robberies at Benderson Park in Sarasota County. We'll tell you when it happened and what was taken.
And the Sarasota County School District helping students get a head start on their education. We'll tell you about the money they've received to set up a preschool pilot program. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And welcome back. A pretty sunrise in progress as you awaken on this Tuesday morning, July 25th.
Welcome back.
Yes.
So glad to have you guys with us this morning. Hope you're enjoying your coffee. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Ray is going to have a little bit of a marathon day today. You will be here far too long here at the studio.
Yeah, I'll be hosting the 7 o'clock show tonight, so if you're around a TV set, watch it. The topic is mosquitoes, a topic that really bugs me.
There you go.
I knew you'd love that. Yes.
Hey, if you find any tips for getting rid of them, bring it back tomorrow morning.
Let us know tomorrow.
I'll take diligent notes.
I sure would like to know that.
Yeah.
We have actually a little chance to dry out over the next several days, which may help with the mosquito situation. A few scattered showers down in the southern tip of the state. Otherwise, we're looking for some very dry conditions over most of Florida today. We have some quiet weather in store with only some fair weather clouds. You saw on Tower Cam how blue the sky is in many locations this morning. That'll allow a lot of sunshine and warm afternoon temperatures in the low 90s. Complete forecast coming up in a sec.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, John. First off, checking Suncoast traffic in Manatee County. Nothing really to speak of right now at this hour. We'll check farther south now into Sarasota County. A continued buildup there along the bayfront. I think I saw some construction going on there when I drove to work today. That's at the 41-301 split as you head down Mound past Osprey and Orange and Coconut, and you get toward the bayfront by Sailor and Nurse statue. So be aware of a bayfront slowdown in the northbound direction. Also a little slowdown there at Stickney Point and 41 farther south there. And then 41 northbound, an issue as you head north toward the Business 41 area of Venice.
Topping our news this morning, a man who was in a retention pond yesterday now finds himself in the hospital this morning after being attacked by an alligator.
Yeah, the attack happened near Kings Highway in Port Charlotte. Our Rick Adams has details of his condition.
Well, a man is lucky to be alive after being attacked by a huge alligator. The attack happened in the pond right back there. This is a picture from the scene. It shows a 9-foot alligator being removed from a retention pond at Kings Highway and Suncoast Boulevard in Port Charlotte after the gator attacked a man who was in the pond around 10 o'clock Monday morning.
It was reported that he had an injury to a lower extremity as well as possibly on his backside.
Following the attack, the man, who was in his late 60s, went over to a nearby surgery center. That surgery center wasn't authorized to treat him, so an employee from the center put in a 911 call.
A man just came to our door. He said he was bit by a gator.
Okay. Do we know where the gator's at?
I don't know. He's outside. We have nurses here and doctors, so they're out. They just went out front with him.
So his male is, do we know where he was bit at?
It looks like his pants are torn.
The man was airlifted to Lee Memorial Hospital in Fort Myers with injuries to his leg, foot, and groin. His condition has improved from serious to stable. Many folks who live near the pond are shocked this happened in their neighborhood.
Very surprised, to say the least, because I wouldn't think anybody would want to go in there.
For Lisa Poston, she says that she always looked forward to seeing the alligator she named Charlie every day. She says she's saddened about these circumstances.
I'm a little upset because the gator is probably going to be euthanized. People that live in Florida, they know not to go in these waters. This is where these gators live.
Fire and EMS from Charlotte County tell us that after the gator was removed, it was euthanized. They say they are hearing reports that the man was homeless and that he had been taking a bath in the pond. And emergency officials are warning folks to be extra careful around water, especially around ponds like this. Reporting from Port Charlotte, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Developing overnight, the state fire marshal's office continues to investigate a 3-alarm fire in Sarasota. It started at a building off US 301 on 17th Street around 8 o'clock last night. Emergency personnel saw black smoke and flames coming from the roof of the structure. That building is home to about 18 businesses, and we're told 3 are damaged by that fire, but fire officials say it could have been much worse.
It was just going black smoke going all different directions and flame, with firefighters blowing water all different directions trying to get it to go out.
The fire was definitely contained to the units of its origin, and it could have been a lot worse. We saved a lot of property here, absolutely.
I was kind of worried, that our site was burned or that we had a lot of damage, but thank God we're blessed. Everything is fine.
Fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, a pedestrian was hit by a car near the scene at the time of that fire. EMS used an ambulance sent to the fire to take that pedestrian to a nearby hospital.
US 41 on the North Trail is back open this morning after a car struck a motorcycle last night. Sarasota police say a Honda pulled out in front of a motorcycle on West Tamiami Circle and struck the biker near Myrtle and MLK. Both riders on the cycle were rushed to the hospital. One's condition is critical. The other is not known at this hour. An investigation is still underway.
An update now from the South Florida Museum. Just a day after Snooty the manatee was found dead in his tank, a necropsy has confirmed his cause of death to be drowning. Snooty was found stuck in a 30 by 30 inch tunnel used to access his tank's plumbing, which is usually blocked by an access panel that is supposed to be bolted shut. Divers inspect that tank daily and found nothing wrong during a visual inspection on Saturday. Unfortunately, there are no eyewitnesses or security camera footage available to explain what happened overnight.
Something happened to dislodge the panel from that access opening. We do not know what happened that allowed that panel to become dislodged.
It was just not something you would expect. It's just not supposed to happen to Snooty.
A full inspection of Snooty's tank started yesterday, but there's no timeline on how long until we have more answers. The museum, including the aquarium, plans to reopen later today. Meanwhile, some Sarasota residents and bird watchers are concerned after learning a bald eagle found dead at the celery fields had West Nile virus. West Nile is a mosquito-borne disease that is carried by birds. The majority of humans infected will experience mild, if any, symptoms and usually make a full recovery. Less than 1% of those contracting the disease will develop a serious or fatal infection.
The problem with birds is they have wings and they travel long distances, so it's always very difficult to tell where the bird contracted the virus from. You don't know if the bird was, 2 counties over a few days ago or was in South Florida and it's part of its migratory pattern. It just happened to die here.
Smith is asking the community to take the necessary precautions by wearing long-sleeve clothing and using insect repellent due to the inability to pinpoint where the eagle contracted that illness.
The city of Sarasota and the state of Florida will invest nearly $500,000 into the historic federal building at the corner of Ringling and Orange. They plan to enhance 63 windows with hurricane screens. They'll also clean the building as well. The 1934 building was originally a post office. It was listed on the National Historic Register back in 1984.
Happening today, the Sahib Shrine in Sarasota is hosting their Christmas in July event. All proceeds and items collected will benefit Shriners Children's Hospital in Tampa. The group is looking for toys, games, coloring books, really any kind of fun item that you can give to patients. The event runs from 9 a.m. to noon at the Sahib Shrine located at 600 North Beneva Road.
Recent donations are helping the Sarasota County School District get a head start in education. The district received a grant from some local philanthropists to establish 2 full-time preschool pilot programs. The school board approved the plans for the programs at Gocio Elementary School, which is off Lockwood Ridge Road. 2 certified master teachers and paraprofessionals will teach these new classes.
A Suncoast man is counting his blessings this morning after a lightning bolt struck his boat, destroying some of his fishing equipment. Charter Captain Billy Ahlstrom and friends were catching bait off Florida's East Coast when his fishing rod was struck by lightning. He says his boat even lost power after that strike.
There was no warning at all. Just next thing you know, it was like a flash grenade went off, and everybody was just in shock. Nobody really knew what had happened. Until I turned around, I saw my rod on fire, and it dawned on me we just got struck by lightning.
Ahlstrom says in a Facebook post that he now has a newfound respect for Mother Nature. He is also lucky to be alive this morning.
Wow.
I don't understand why you would go out there fishing in lightning and rain, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, it's tough. Some boats have kind of lightning protection.
Okay.
You get underneath and, it offers some measure of protection, putting the lightning bolt into the water, keeping it on the hull. But that's a dangerous place to be out on the water, and a lot of fishermen die because of lightning strikes. In terms of total number of lightning strikes, fishing is number 2 on the list for dangerous activities. And if you've ever been on the water and heard a lightning strike nearby, you'll never forget it.
Yeah.
That's true. What's number 1, by the way? Do you know?
Number 1 is just like hiking and walking out of doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Number 3 is camping.
Makes sense.
Good trivia. All right.
There's your top three. As far as our weather goes today, there won't be too many lightning pops around. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Also still ahead, a rare look at the private moments between Princess Diana and her young sons.
We'll tell you why Kensington Palace is now releasing these never-before-seen photos when we come back.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Pack the family up in style in the all-new Chrysler Pacifica. With over 100 standard and available safety features, it's the ultimate family vehicle. Get yours today for just $24,999 or get America's best value. A new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Here's a nice photo sent in by a viewer, Linda Fisher. We appreciate this. It looks kind of neat, actually. You've often seen these photos or works of art, even, of light rays kind of emanating out from the sky. It looks a lot of times they're religious paintings in nature because they kind of look like the glory of God in the sky. Well, this is kind of the reverse of that. Those are crepuscular rays, and they're caused by the light kind of peeking through little breaks in the clouds. This is actually a shadow caused by a cloud. And it's kind of neat, actually. You don't see that as often as you see crepuscular rays, and it's kind of the reverse effect, if you will. I'll post this picture on my Facebook page today, John Scalzi, ABC7, with a little bit of an explanation, if you like. Our current conditions out there are warm and muggy. 77 degrees the air temperature, dew point coming in at 75 with a southeast wind, kind of light right now, coming in at about 3 miles per hour. We'll watch it turn west this afternoon, which will provide a little bit of benefit for coastal residents in terms of slightly cooler temperatures, but most of us are going to swelter this afternoon, I think. Our current air temperatures feature the coast being a little bit warmer because it's closer to the coastline and hasn't been able to cool off as much as inland areas, where it's 77 Wauchula, Arcadia, Mayaca, 76 in Parrish and Bradenton, 77 Lakewood Ranch, but 80 at Longboat Key, 79 in Venison, 80 in Inglewood. Not much in the way of any kind of weather to talk about here locally. We have Kind of two different flow regimes. If you look up to the north along a trough of low pressure, you'll see some clouds moving. You'll see some radar echoes actually moving, generally speaking, from west to east across that trough of low pressure, and then down to the south, more of a southeasterly flow of air just off the surface. And that becomes more varied and light as you get closer to our neck of the woods. We basically have some drier air in place at lower mid levels, and that's going to kind of suppress the showery activity today. Oh, we'll see a few around, but there won't be many, not for this time of year anyway. And most of them will occur in inland areas a little bit later on in the mid-morning, early afternoon period, and then move inland and kind of dissipate out. So what you're seeing here in our Titan radar is a lack of any kind of rainfall across the area for your morning commute. And as you head home this evening, this is probably exactly what you're going to see as well. Not a whole lot of activity. A trough of low pressure located to the north stays there. High pressure stays where it is for the next several days. Provides us with this westerly flow that just doesn't change too much in the afternoon for the next several days. Rain showers that we do get will move toward the other coast. So a mostly hot afternoon, only a small rain chance, but more rain this weekend. Our water vapor imagery shows the dry air in place over central Florida with the turquoise colors of higher moisture content air located well to the north. Few scattered showers in inland areas. That's really about it. Tomorrow, this model shows a few more showers around. I think that's probably a little overdone. As far as the tropics go, everything's quiet here. There's just really not much activity out in Gulf waters, so don't expect much to develop over the next 5 days. Forecast calls for less than average rain chances, followed by slightly increasing rain chances by the work week's end. And over the weekend, we're back to about an average 50% chance. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Don. Taking a look at traffic in Manatee County. Looks like the bridges as you head into downtown Bradenton, seeing some more cars on the roadway. Also 301 heading southbound, seeing some slowdowns. And in Sarasota County, Bee Ridge and Clark Road, seeing some more congestion, as well as where 41 over by the Bayfront, seeing some slowdowns throughout that area. I-75 looking clear, though, as we head into South County. Looks like some congestion on Business 41 as you head throughout Venice. Other than that, no accidents at 6:47 on your Tuesday morning. In this hour's Health Smart, many patients being treated for Alzheimer's might not actually have the disease.
Doctors tested 4,000 Medicare patients with mild impairment and discovered many of them do not have Alzheimer's. The only ways to test for the disease markers are invasive spinal taps or expensive scans. Because of that, many doctors rely on other diagnostic tools like behavioral tests that often aren't as accurate.
And pregnant women may want to watch what they eat for the sake of their children. Research indicates kids may be at risk for mental health disorders such as anxiety and depression if their mothers eat fatty foods during pregnancy. Scientists studied 2 groups of monkeys. Some were placed on a fatty diet, the others on a healthy diet. They discovered the offspring exposed to a high-fat diet during pregnancy had impaired development, causing more anxiety-like symptoms in life.
Entertainment news now. The world's getting a glimpse into some tender moments between Princess Diana and her 2 young sons.
Kensington Palace is releasing never-before-seen photos of William and Harry from Diana's personal album. The photos are being featured in a documentary marking 20 years since her death. In the film, the 2 princes reflect on their favorite memories of their mother.
Pop star Hilary Duff says she is thankful no one was hurt in a burglary at her Beverly Hills home last week. According to TMZ, the 29-year-old actress and singer was vacationing in Canada when thieves made off with hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewelry. Her publicist says a security team is working with police to find the burglars.
And finally, Chris Harrison and Sage Steele are returning to host the 2018 Miss America competition. Harrison's other TV duties include ABC's The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, as well as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He'll be returning for his 9th time presiding over the Miss America telecast. ESPN commentator Steele will be making her 2nd appearance as co-host. The 97th Miss America pageant will air live on September 10th, right here on ABC 7.
And I bet you'll make popcorn and set your DVR.
You bet I will.
Well, you'll watch that closely. I know you love those. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. School is almost back in session, but one graduating class already has their caps and gowns.
Love this story. We'll tell you why these dogs are celebrating this morning when we come back.
For your plumbing and electrical or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
There's the most popular launching spot in Sarasota County for boats, the 10th Street Boat Ramp, which should see plenty of activity today. Not a lot of rain, but still hot today.
Definitely. All right, let's take a look at some of the top stories we're following for you on the Suncoast today.
A 9-foot alligator attacked a man swimming in a retention pond in Charlotte County. It happened off Kings Highway. The man's condition has been upgraded now from serious to stable.
Plus, a 3-alarm fire caused damage to 3 businesses in a complex near US 301 and 17th Street last night in Sarasota. The state fire marshal is now investigating a cause.
And the South Florida Museum reopens this morning just days after its star attraction died in an accident. A necropsy showed that the manatee named Snooty drowned when he got through a door and became trapped in a small area just off the tank.
Taking a look at traffic this morning, looks like in Manatee County 301 heading north and southbound, seeing some more cars on the roadway, as well as State Road 70 heading towards the interstate. I-75 looking clear as we head into Sarasota. Still that congestion around the Bayfront in downtown Sarasota, and Bee Ridge Road seeing some more cars on the roadway as we head south into South County. Pretty quiet through that area, not a whole lot going on. No accidents to report. John?
So we are looking at some pretty quiet conditions over the next several days. Little in the way of any kind of rain chance, of course, means warm afternoon temperatures, and you can expect that today. Cracking the 90 mark, we'll probably see 92, 93, maybe even some 94s in, well, inland areas. And with the moisture combined, it probably gives us a feels like temperature close to 100 to 105.
Oh my gosh. All right, finally now it's time for students almost to head back to school. Some dogs are already earning their caps and gowns. These furry graduates are the newest class of therapy dogs in Gulfport, Mississippi. They will now go to nursing homes and libraries and hospitals to offer some much needed canine comfort. Of course, we have a similar therapy dog training program right here on the Suncoast at the Southeastern Guide Dogs in Manatee County.
That's right. Wrigley is expected to graduate here in the next couple months. I think it's August now. He's been bumped up to August instead of September.
Well, nice.
Therapy dogs are so easy to have them in the hospitals and nursing homes, and they provide such joy, it seems.
I know,
to
they
everyone.
Really do.
Yeah, they're great. They got their baccalaureate, I guess.
Baccalaureate.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
This show has gone to the dogs.
Oh!
All right,
I got to come up with a good one. I don't know.
I'll try tomorrow. We'll do it again. All right. Enjoy your Tuesday.
Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.